I think for students who have no idea what entrepreneurship is, they can come to our TUM Entrepreneurship Day or join one of the sessions to hear a little bit what entrepreneurship is about, to meet founders and see what entrepreneurship could be and get in contact with them to feel the vibe. If they know already a little bit, they should join one of the courses where they really get into action, where they have to work on their own ideas, where they have to really address problems that they have identified, and that they can really see how entrepreneurship can be used in their lives.
Design does indeed have that potential to create meaningful change. It doesn't automatically do that if you just follow a process, right? Design is often understood as a 5-step process, design thinking, you go through those phases and then you have a design result. But it doesn't mean that that automatically is meaningful and impactful. And so one of the things that's really important to me in my teaching, in my work in general, is that before we even start to develop a design solution, before we work towards that result, we actually investigate whether the question is a question that's worth asking, right? That we start early in engaging with users, with humans who might be impacted by the solution, and we find out whether what we think is the problem worth solving actually matters to them, right? If that's a path that we should pursue. And so I think that's a really important step. And then as you go further through a design process, continuously engaging with people who will be impacted by what you do is a really core principle in my work. I think so much of the work we do in general in society, and certainly at TUM, is about imagining a future that doesn't yet exist, right? Mm-hmm. So much of it is about vision and transformation and what technology can do in the future. And that requires vision, that requires imagination, that requires having an idea of a future that doesn't yet exist, right? And that's what design is. Design is a problem-solving approach that allows you to try on a future that we don't yet live in. And I think that therefore it is a crucial competency for students in general to acquire, and it also is actually a really fun job. So I highly recommend design as something to learn about and acquire and consider.
I think I have a very short answer to that. I think you should look on our biggest problems that we have. So we're having really grand challenges. So I think every startup which contributes to address these challenges is a very fruitful and promising startup. Yeah, I think everything which is related to saving the climate, so climate tech, I think also health tech companies are very important, or agricultural companies as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think there certainly also is a ton of potential in construction and building, mm-hmm. because it's so connected to climate change, right? Because it produces so many emissions. I think we see a lot of startups in that area at TUM, but it's mm-hmm. often a little hard to grasp.
I completely
what's
agree.
going on there, right? And what people do. And I really would underscore healthcare. You mentioned healthcare. We're an aging society. There's a trend towards a silver society. We will have more and more elderly people who want to have quality of life, right? And there's huge potential, I think, in that field in many perspectives.